As you can tell, the Aces are having a pre-game meeting. They are fighting for their playoff and season and general lives as they are set to take the field. Right now, we are about to get underway. Aces, Blue Jays, right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I'm your play-by-play caller, Stephen Ryan, your videographer, and overall good old friend. We are ready to get underway here. It has been about a week roughly since these teams matched up last Tuesday at Oakton, where the Jays, we will get to them in a second. Hold on. Can I get all of the September schedule? I want to see some results. The Blue Jays were able to take a commanding 1-0 lead as they defeated the Aces 10-2. Was a convincing win. And tonight they have the same man going on the mound, Mark Thalman, who was able to keep the Aces at bay, pretty much cruising the whole game. There was no threat whatsoever. So we will see tonight as the Aces have a lefty on the mound. We will get his name for you right here in a moment. Just stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Number 41, Kevin Jenkins, the left-hander for the Aces this year. 0-2, 10.86 ERA, 15 earned runs, 18 walks, 13 strikeouts. Only pitched 9 innings, allows 3 hits, strikes out 9, and walks 13. So they are looking to rebound here as the Blue Jays are warming up over here on the right side. Blue Jays in the first base dugout, the away team, and the Aces are on the third base side, the home team. As Jenkins gets warm, we will take a brief break, and the next thing you'll see is Blue Jays baseball right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Leading off for the Blue Jays, number 11, Joey Bosco. Bosco on the season for the Blue Jays. At 236, but had a couple hits in game 1, I know for a fact, driving in the first run to give the Blue Jays the lead, as we already have a pitcher's meeting. I don't know how many of those a game you get, but we don't want to do that. Get a more tilted view for you, yes. There we go, that's what we want right there. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get you some good old-fashioned action. As Bosco had a good game last game. I think he found his favorable matchup. It's this guy. So let's see how he fares here, and let's see if he can get the party started for the Blue Jays as we are about to get underway. And Jenkins' first pitch comes in and sits down right down the pipe is strike 1. All right, Bosco, now you've seen it. Now you got to get ready to rip. The corners are playing in. Bosco takes that one low and away. Ball 1. It is important for the Blue Jays to get out to a lead. An early lead here on in game 2. You just want to keep control. That's basically what they do. They won game 1 10-2. But now they know that the Aces are going to give everything they got to stay alive. That ball bends just on the inside. Bosco works himself into a favorable count, 2-1. Yeah, although a low average, his playoff average is much higher. That ball finds the outside part of the plate. Strike 2, and the count is evened up at 2 apiece. As Jenkins winds up, and as that one bends back door and gets rung up for strike 3. What a beautiful pitch from Jenkins, and that's going to be 1 away here in the top of the first. And up steps to the plate number 34. I want to say, I have believe his name, but Escalante, Ernesto Escalante. Yes, sir. On the season. First pitch. A little bit high for ball one. Escalante batted second for the Blue Jays last game. He also got on base a couple of times. That ball is ripped foul. That count's gonna be run. Even up is Gillespie. No. Escalante. Escalante only played in a few games and went over 3. As that ball finds the outside part of the plate, and Jenkins gets the early advantage. 1-2 the count. So now he's just got to make contact. That ball is going to be flared to the third baseman and caught for the second out of the inning. 2 away. Top 1, Blue Jays Aces. We appreciate you tuning into twitch.tv/CNMSBL. And batting third for the Blue Jays, the one, the only, Oscar Samano. Samano, one of the premier hitters in the Blue Jays lineup. As that ball is ripped sharply, and it's going to land fair. It's called fair down the left field line. You see Samano digging into second, and he's got himself a 2-out double. Beautiful piece of hitting from Oscar Samano, and the Blue Jays are threatening late with 2 away here in the top of the first. And coming up to the plate is Eric Simon. Simon hit 553 this year. Also had a couple knocks in his last game as well. He is one of the best hitters the Blue Jays have. The Blue Jays middle of the order does very, very well. This team is going to be a short away from contention very soon. That ball is ripped to the outside. 1-0 the count. Simon really wants to drive one in here. Just get an early advantage. You just want to get the home team sweating early, because then if they start pressing, you might be able to break them. 1-0 on Simon. That ball finds the bottom part of the zone. 1-1 the count. Samano, beautiful piece of hitting there. That ball's going to get past, and Samano is taking his way down to third. Samano heads up base running, is now a base hit, definitely scores him. And Simon has the 2-1 advantage. Simon fights that one off foul. And the count is going to run to 2-2. As Haas 00312 and host 00312. We appreciate you following the twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Simon fouls that one away. It stays alive. As you can see the curve on that one. That one was very impressive. I believe the count remains 2-2. We appreciate all of you tuning in at home as the Blue Jays have a 1-0 series lead. Simon's got a 2-2 count. as that ball is going to be flared into left field for a base hit, and Samano's going to score, and Simon gives the Blue Jays an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Beautiful 2-out baseball by the Blue Jays as they take a 1-0 lead. Eric Simon gets the job done. And up stepping to the plate is George Jimenez. Jimenez on the year. Hit 500 for this Blue Jays team. One of the better hitters they've got. Solid infielder as well, as he steps in and looking to keep the inning alive. That ball is sharply hit on the outside part of the plate for strike one. That ball is ripped foul as Jimenez is down 0-2. Oh, the scoreboard is not working. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get that fixed here for you. We appreciate you remaining patient. 1-0 Blue Jays as Jenkins steps off the mound. As that ball is low, now the count runs. Now the count runs to 1-2. Jimenez looks to keep the inning alive. That ball dips very low, and now we have an even 2-2 count. Jimenez working Jenkins nicely. He's got to make him come to him here. Keith Otero stands on deck. Jenkins sets the pitch. George rips it foul. Heads up over there. Mike Byers getting out of the way. Sheesh, as the kids like to say. Goodness gracious, that was a rip. We appreciate the 2 follows. Once those registers, that will put us at 41 followers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 9 away from reaching the minimum requirement to become affiliated. That ball is going to be ripped outside, and Simon's going to take off down to second. So Simon stands on second. Jimenez has worked it back to a full count and now has an RBI opportunity at hand if he can square one up and drive it into the outfield. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, that ball is drilled inside, and Simon is going to take off and get third as well. Beautiful job by George Jimenez to draw the walk. And up to the plate steps Keith Otero, looking to extend this lead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got you back. Keith Otero to the plate. He rips that sharply past the shortstop into left field, and Simon is going to trot in from third. Look at George Jimenez going first to third, and I apologize, folks. Keith Otero with the RBI single, and the Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead. And up to the plate steps Mike Byers. Keith with a beautiful piece of hitting, ripped that sharply to the left center field gap, easily driving in Simon, and Jimenez scampers from first to third. Beautiful base running by the Blue Jays, as that ball is a tad bit high for ball one. Strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-1 the count on Bars. Bars on the regular season for the Blue Jays hit .447, had an OPS of 1030. Really hitting the ball to all fields. Looking to do it here. Swing and a miss. And now the count runs to 1-2. We appreciate you, G Beverly 24, tuning into the chat. Yes, sir. Let us know your reactions in the comment section. As that ball is going to be lifted foul and out of play. As Jenkins comes set, the 1-2 pitch. That ball nibbles on the inside part of the plate, and Keith Otero taking off and snagging second. Now a base knock could score 2. The Blue Jays getting it up to an outstanding start here early on in game 2. That ball's in the outside part of the plate, and Bars has worked the count to 3-2. It was G Beverly 24. It was some heads-up base running. Now the count runs full. A base knock could double the lead. That ball is fouled away. You're not going to strike out Mike Bars like that. That's all I'm going to say, folks. That is all I'm going to say here. As the night comes set here at beautiful Robert Morris University Stadium, Jenkins, the full count pitch. All 4, and Bars gets on base, and the Blue Jays have managed to load the bases. And up to the plate steps in number 26. I believe this is Ted Nyes. I have not had the pleasure of calling many of his games, but I believe he is in now, stepping up. Lefty on lefty matchup. Strike one on the inside part of the plate. Ted Nyes was just in there looking. G Beverly. Are you giving Mike Bars the Miguel Cabrera comparison? Oh, but it's fair. That ball bends in and it's just a bit high. That one looked good from up here. That's all I'm going to say. 1-1 the count on Ted Nyes, brother of Doc Nyes. That ball's going to be stabbed by the pitcher in the air for out 3. And that will do it for the Blue Jays bats here in the top of the first. But not before the Blue Jays score a couple and leave them loaded. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Aces coming up right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Welcome back to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I am your host, Stephen Ryan, and we are going to the bottom of the first, where the Aces are going to be trying to rally back here as they have taken a 2-0 deficit. Leading off for the Aces. First pitch by Thalman is grounded sharply to Jimenez. Stops, fires, got him over at first. I apologize, that was some intense cameraing. One away, one pitch, one away. All right, we will discuss that post-game red I will be on when I get home, my man. Do you just enjoy tonight's broadcast? Because we're going to get right up on the action here. First pitch in there, right there for a strike. As I mentioned, aforementioned earlier this year, Mark Thalman, a former D1 standout at the University of Connecticut, kind of resembles like the great Jim Calhoun. Very steady presence as that ball bounces past Samano. You don't see that often. As the count runs even 1-1. Up for the Aces is number 24, Steve Collazo. He's also the manager. He was one of the few bright spots in the old Aces lineup in Game 1. One away here early in the bottom of the first. Thalman comes set, pitches, finds the inside part of the plate, strike 2, and it's early, but it's looking dominant from Mark Thalman, as he tends to have total command of both sides of the plate. As that ball's going to be fouled away. Right here, catch that. Tough play, as the count will remain 1-2. But yeah, I believe we can come up with something. I got a couple commercials I need to create too. Unfortunately, I've not just had a day off. That ball's outside, and the count's gonna run even at 2-2. Thalman wanted to nibble at that outside corner. That ball must be just a bit high, and the count runs full on Steve Collazo. Collazo hit .429 for the Aces this year. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Thalman gets him up on the off speed, and that is 2 away here in the bottom of the first. And up stepping to the plate is number 18. Yes, I apologize. It took that a while. I need him to turn around a little bit. Number 18 for the Aces is Norm Johnson, who rips one into left field for a base hit. Keith Otero cuts it off, and he's going to hold Norm Johnson to a single. Well, that loud crack of the bat's going to make me remember his name. A 2-out single by Norm. And upcoming to the plate is the pitcher, number 41, Kevin Jenkins. Or Keith Jenkins. I want to say Kevin Jenkins. Yep, Kevin Jenkins. Number 41. Looking to keep the inning alive. Try and cut into this Blue Jays deficit. But this is what Thalman lives for. First pitch, as that ball is ripped sharply into right field for another base hit. As Johnson rounds second, he is going to be heading to third. They're going to throw it into the infield. And the Aces now have runners on the corners. 2 away. 2 away, and up to the plate steps in number 8. Pete Ballas. I believe Ballas was the first round pick of the fifth round pick of the Cleveland Indians. Gonna have to get a fact check on that one. Is this really not working? Again, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The scoreboard is just being a pain. That ball runs low. 1-0 the count. Alright, we'll take it off for you next inning, ladies and gentlemen. That ball finds the inside part of the plate. That's going to even up the count at 1-1. Ballas on the year for the Aces hit .289. Well, some limited action though. Only 42 plate appearances. That ball's gonna be fouled away, and now the count runs to 1-2. We appreciate you tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I am your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Ryan. You can find me on Twitter at IlliniRyan7. That is where I do most of my sports talking, so make sure you can reach me there. Alice looks into driving the first run for the Aces. That pitch is grounded sharply. Simon scoops it, tosses on over to second. Nothing done. So, after a full inning, it is the Blue Jays 2 and the Aces nothing. Right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I am your host, Stephen Ryan. We are going to the top of the second, where the Blue Jays have a 2-0 lead. We appreciate you tuning in. Game 2 of the CNMSBL playoffs quarterfinal matchup between the 4 and 5 seed Blue Jays and Aces. The Blue Jays, the higher seed in this matchup, on the road in Game 2, have an early 2-0 lead as Ernesto Trujillo takes strike one on the outside part of the plate and is looking to start a new rally for this Blue Jays team. That ball is just a bit outside, and that is going to even up the count at 1-1. Jenkins looking to have a clean inning here for the Blue Jays. Not for the Blue Jays, for the Aces. The Blue Jays want to dirty up this inning. I am curious as when the lights are going to come on. It is starting to get a tad dark. It is getting dark earlier and earlier these days, as it is going to be near the fall solstice here soon, or whatever day that lands on. I know the 21st means something. That ball skips through the catcher's legs, and the count is going to go to 2-1. Ernesto Trujillo, a do-it-all jackknife kind of player. 5 trades. Mark Lamberg's on deck. The 2-1 swing and a miss on a ball just outside, and the count's gonna run even at 2-2. Jenkins looking to get the leadoff batter out. Nesto fouls that one away. Heads up over there. Must have landed in some grass. I didn't hear any screams. That's good. As that ball is grounded to the shortstop, he waits on it. Bare hand snag, toss to first, and they got him. I mean, that's the old, you know, that's the old rec league. That's all I can say. Barehanded snag by the shortstop, tossed on over to first. I believe we'll have to clip that one for you folks. Beautiful play as Mark Lamberg steps up to the plate. Lamberg ready for the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch low, strike one. We appreciate all of you tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Make sure you hit the heart-shaped button in the corner. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. Lamberg, 0-1 count. Takes that one low as the count is evened up at 1-1. Jenkins definitely wanted to test him low there as he went fishing in his first at bat, or first pitch. Unfortunately, G. Beverly 24, the last play that ended the top half, as that ball is low, running the count to 2-1. There was no force out at third, so he had to make the toss on over to second, or he could have tossed it to first. Either way, beautiful play by Eric Simon. Plays himself a clean third base these days. As the count runs the 2-1 on Lamberg, he is looking to rip. As it looks like the lights have been turned on and they're getting warm as that ball finds the low and outside part of the plate. Strike two. Lamberg has always been good at working counts, but now looks to get on base to start a new Blue Jays rally. That ball is a bit high and outside, as that runs the count full. Lamberg on the year hit 343 with a 900 OPS. Lamberg draws ball 4 high, and the Lambo's on first base. Vroom, vroom. And up to the plate steps in number 36, Steve Kenzer. Also the team doctor. Kenzer on the season hit 359 for the Blue Jays. As Jenkins steps off, he's trying to steal a Lambo. sorry, I saw an opportunity there and I had to take it, ladies and gentlemen. Kenzer. Ball low. 1-0 on the play. Oh, high as the catcher snags that high and out of the air. Lamberg on first. Kenzer up to the plate. Brian Kovar on deck. And then the top of the order. Kenzer and the Blue Jays are looking to clinch this series and go on to face the Woodpeckers. The top seed is Kenzer. Flares that one to shallow. It's going to drop. The second baseman, bare hands, tosses over to first. It's going to get past him. And Kenzer rounds it hard. It's going to get to second. And Lamberg's going to be on third. Lamberg is going to score on a wild throw to second. And the Blue Jays, after all that chaos, take a 3-0 lead. And Doc Kenzer ends up on second. What a chaotic series of events that just took place. And Brian Kovar steps up to the plate with a runner in scoring position and 1 away. Kovar on the year for your Blue Jays hit 314. Not a power guy, but a guy who can get on base for you. Kovar's a speedster, so you like to have him at the back end of a lineup just to pair along with Bosco. That can be 2 quick runs for a team right there. As Kovar steps into the plate, Jenkins is looking to minimize the damage. Kenzer is scared back to second, even though Jenkins didn't do anything. He just stepped off a little bit. Don't flinch in the face of adversity. The pitch. Strike on the right down the pipe. Right down the Ernie Davis Express. 0-1 the count on Kovar. Kovar, a barehanded play. That ball's fouled directly behind us, and that's going to run the count to 0-2. Kovar has to retrieve his own foul ball. That ball is high as Kovar begins to work his way back from an 0-2 count. Kenzer stands on second, 1 away. I guess the worst case scenario is you just get him over to third. I mean, I guess the worst case scenario is you somehow turn off a double play. Kovar grounds that to second. Kenzer's gonna get to third. Kovar hustles to first. He's out. And Kenzer is gonna be on third with 2 away. And the top of the order, stepping up to the plate, and Joey Bosco. As Bosco grounded out his last at bat. Steps in to hopefully drive in the 4th run for this Jays offense. Jenkins the pitch. Bosco rips it sharply to first. Great, grounded cleanly, and he's gonna hustle on over to first. Step there, and that will do it for the Blue Jays here in the 2nd. But not before they scratch another one across. At the end of 1.5, it's the Blue Jays 3 and the Aces nothing. Right here on twitch.tv/. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. It is the Blue Jays 3 and the Aces nothing here on the bottom of the 2nd. As in stepping to the plate is number 27. David Rivera, as that ball nibbles and hits the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Got him going. Thalman on the off speed. That ball just dropped below the bat and had no chance of being hit. 0-2 the count on Rivera. As that ball catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. David Rivera goes down on a backwards K. And that is 1 away for the Jays here in the bottom of the 2nd. And up to the plate steps number 44. Clay Whitley. Whitley, the infield catcher / catcher. That ball bends in just a bit too much inside, and Whitley takes a 1-0 advantage. That ball catches the outside part of the plate, and the count runs even at 1-1. Whitley on the year hit .406 with a .531 slugging and .424 on base percentage. As that ball is just a bit outside, and the count now runs even at 2-1. 2-1 the count. The pitch. That ball is going to be grounded. Simon grabs it, tosses on over to first. 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 2nd, Thalman doing a wonderful job so far here for the Blue Jays, as that makes 2 away. And up coming to the plate is number 16, Christopher Overholt. Overholt looking to keep the inning alive for the Blue Jays, as that ball is grounded sharply up the middle and gonna be up through to center field for a base hit. Overholt rounds the base, and that is gonna be the first runner of the inning for the Aces, but already 2 away. And up coming to the plate is number 21, David Saturday, the outfielder, looking to keep the inning alive. Thalman looking to put a nail in this coffin quickly. Thalman dominating the Aces so far, as that ball is lifted high and foul. Simon lost track of it immediately. That's going to be a loud strike. That ball sunk in on his hands, and he was early to the party. Saturday looking to keep the inning alive. 0-1 the count. Thalman That is a foul ball. He foul tipped it, but that's gonna be strike two, and the count runs to 0-2. As I was mentioning earlier, Thalman on the year against the Aces, a no-hitter, game one win, and now has a 3-0 lead here in game two, and an 0-2 advantage on David Saturday. That ball is gonna be fouled away, rolling up and coming. Nope, not right back down. The count remains 0-2. That ball, a low and away waste pitch. Thalman wants to keep him honest. Can't blame the man. That ball's fouled away. Samano taking that one on the chin. Got Verde fishing, and the count will remain 0-2. Thalman and looking to be in complete control. As the count runs to 1-2. The pitch. Fouled away. That's up here by the press box. I like to think that ball's gonna roll a little bit, but I guess not. Saturday doing an excellent job here on Thalman as he looks to keep the inning alive for the Aces. He check swung, but no go, and the count's gonna run even at 2-2. A 2-out hit by Overholt is the runner on first, but Saturday looking to keep the inning alive. That ball is ripped sharply into left field, and that's gonna get down for a base hit, but it's only gonna be a loud single as Saturday keeps the inning alive for the Aces. Oh, a 2-out hit once again. And up stepping to the plate is number 28. Jason Worth. Not that Jason Worth. Jason Worth with an O. Worth on the year hit 217. 261 slugging and a 280 on base percentage. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit on the inside part of the plate. That's gonna run the count to 1-0. Thalman wants to be done with this lineup as soon as possible. This is the bottom of the order. Late strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Blues looking to keep this one moving. Tamano chucks it on down to first. Nothing doing. That ball is low. The count goes to 2-1. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Both runners have reached base on 2 singles. That ball is lifted into foul territory. He gets over it, but can't get there in time. Yep, the foul pole, the pole structure was in the way there. That evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 the count. That ball is going to be lifted foul and into foul and out of play. 2-2 on Worth. Worth doing an excellent job here keeping the inning alive. They're just trying to annoy Thalman enough to see if they'll get him to crack. Thalman always seems to march through the first two hitters of the inning. It's the getting that third out that seems to be the tricky one. We're gonna run it back 2-2 again. The pitch. That ball is grounded sharply. Could not be stopped by Simon as the third base coach halts him at third. The ball didn't roll far, thankfully. And now the bases are loaded, full of aces. 2 away. And the top of the order for the aces, number 12, Luis Quinones. We have reached 10 viewers here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I appreciate all of you tuning in. Make sure you say hi in the chat. Let me know who you're watching, who's the player to root for. We're here to watch everybody. Thalman comes up to the first pitch and hits Quinones, and that is gonna force home a run, and the aces are on the board here in the bottom of the second. Blue Jays lead 3-1. First pitch. And up coming to the plate is number 24, Steve Colazzo. The manager looking to help himself out here. Had a single his first at bat. Ball on the outside part of the plate. 1-0 the count. That ball is high on the inside part of the plate. 2-0 the count. Outside, and that's gonna be 3-0. And Thalman can't seem to find the plate. The count runs 3-0. Bases loaded. The tying run is at second. As the lights have nearly taken full effect here. And that is going to be ball 4. And that's going to be another run for the aces. That's not like Thalman. Thalman usually has good control, good command. And here comes Max rising out to the mound to talk to his ace pitcher as he's looking to contain a grasp on this 3-2 lead. The Blue Jays have to confer here, and we will be back in a short break right after this, right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. After that brief intermission, we are back, and Norm Johnson steps into the dish. He laced a single his first at bat. Like I said, he hit that ball so hard I can't ever forget his name. The first pitch from Thalman is fouled behind us. Hit something. Sounded like it's something valuable. That's gonna be the first strike of the at bat. Johnson looking to give his aces the lead, or at least bare minimum tie this ball game up. Thalman comes set. The pitch inside, ball 1. The count runs even at 1 apiece. Johnson on the season hit 375, and he's 1 for 1 so far tonight. The pitch. That ball is ripped sharply into left field, and it's going to get over Otero's head and bounce all the way to the wall. 1 in, 2 is in, as Norm Johnson gives the Aces a 4-3 lead. Beautiful piece of hitting by Norm Johnson, as they still have runners on second and third. All of this has been done with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We got a long way to go on here, folks, and it's fireworks early. And coming up to the plate is Kevin Jenkins. Jenkins, the pitcher, now comes standing with the lead. Now he's looking to have to shut down the Blue Jays. It could be a back and forth battle, folks, tonight. And that ball's ripped grounded sharply to second baseman Kenzer as he throws him out. And that will retire the side, but not before the Aces strike for 4 with 2 outs remaining. And after 2, it's the Aces 4 and the Blue Jays 3. Right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the third, right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Mike Bars is going to lead. I'm sorry, it is not Mike Bars. It is Escalante. He is going to get the party started for the Jays here in the top of the third, now facing a 1-run deficit. Escalante 0-4 on the year, but looking to bounce back. Takes the first pitch on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. And looks to get a rally started as Oscar Samano stands on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That ball is low. Not sure where this is at. So 1-2 the count. Jenkins now has a lead for this inning. Looking to stay clean. That ball's low, and that evens up the count. 2-2. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Escalante goes down swinging. Jenkins has that backdoor curve working, and Samano comes up to the plate. What a pitch by Jenkins there, as that is the first out of the inning, and Samano steps up to the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. The Blue Jays are aggressive, but they like what they're seeing. They just haven't squared it up quite yet. The pitch. Samano cracks that into left center field. That's going to get down, and the center fielder cuts it off, and Samano takes a big round on first, and he will have a single for the Blue Jays. Samano gets on first base, and up to the plate steps Eric Simon. Eric Simon drove in the first run of this game. As Simon steps in, That ball is lifted high, and that's going to hit the roof for a strike. That's going to run the count to 0-1. Owen won the count on Simon. Kevin Jenkins delegating on the mound. Do not know what he's talking to himself out there about. But this can only favor Simon, as Jenkins does not want to let another rally begin. That's how the party got started in the first inning. Samano laced that double. Simon found a way to drove him in. Look at him playing head games out there. I see what you're about, Eric Simon. I see what you're about. I see what you're about, bud. The count. That ball bounces. Samano takes off, and Johnson's not gonna have a play there. Actually, I'm not sorry. That is not Johnson. That looks like that is Rivera behind the plate, and that ball was low for ball one. 1-1 count. Simon standing on second. The tying run for the Jays. This is the combination that got it done last time. That ball was low. Simon did not like what he saw there. 2-1 the count. Eric Simon for the Blue Jays, like I mentioned before, one of the better hitters on the team. Hit .553, and that ball is going to be popped into shallow center, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder, as Simon could not square it up, just got under it, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. And Keith Otero, who had an RBI single, or no, I'm sorry, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ahead of the barrel here. Keith Otero's on deck. Upcoming is George Jimenez. Again, one of the premier hitters on this team, hitting .500, .567 slug, and .571 OBP. If you get on base 57% of the time, you're doing well in life. That ball was low for ball one. 1-0 the count. George looking to tie this game here. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1 apiece. Keith Otero on deck, and then I believe that's followed by Mike Bars in the hole. Pause. As Jenkins steps up. The battery mates tonight. David Rivera. And Johnson, that ball catches the strike, and that makes the count 1-2 on Jimenez, whose last at bat went down 0-2 and battled his way back for a walk. So let's see what he can do here. He's just got to hang tough. The 1-2 pitch by Jenkins takes off. That ball is low, and Samano heads up base run and just snags third base. And now you know for a fact that a base knock here will tie the game. George Jimenez with that 2-2 count. Jenkins comes set on the pitch. Jimenez fouls it away. Just makes a little bit of contact there. Keeps himself afloat. We appreciate all of you tuning into twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Make sure you also go check out G Beverly 24, a member of Blacktop Gaming. We will be getting some commercials in here shortly. If you're interested in advertising, make sure you go down to the box below. You can email me directly and we can discuss rates. Also, if you need help with your video product content creation, make sure you check out Under the Hood Production, a company I've recently started that looks to aim to help businesses grow. The pitch, that ball is grounded and Kevin Jenkins misses it. Scooped by the shortstop. Strong toss to first, gets him, and that will do it for the Blue Jays here in the top of the third. The Blue Jays strand a runner on third. But after 2.5, it's the Aces 4 and the Blue Jays 3 right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the third. Aces have a 4-3 lead. And stepping up to the plate for the Aces is number 8, Pete Ballas. Ballas, in his first at bat, I don't remember. Fortunately, I'm doing way too much up here to truly keep scores. That ball is low and away. If you are keeping score at home, though, you might remember. Dallas hit 289 for the Aces this year. That ball's grounded sharply into left field for a leadoff base hit. The Aces are not messing around here in Game 2 as they continue to play for their baseball lives, as it is playoffs baseball in September right here in the Chicago North Senior Baseball League. Do not worry, ladies and gentlemen, we will get all these games in, as that ball was grounded sharply into left field for a single. And up to the plate steps in number 21, David Cerda. That ball is on the outside part of the plate. Thalman looked really in command for the first 2 innings. Well, the first inning. The first 5 outs. And then it all broke loose. 4 runs. All very solid singles. That ball is caught on the lower part of the plate for strike 1. The count runs even at 1-1. Cerda on the year hit .212. He's not one of their best hitters, but looking to extend this inning, and maybe they can add on to their lead. Two won the count to Cerda. Ballas on first. I caught the high part of the strike zone. 2-2 the count. As it is a breezy night here in Bensonville, Illinois. Stallman comes set the pitch. That ball curves, and that's going to be grounded to Jimenez. Tossed on over second. Tossed it over to first. Caught. But they get the force out at second. Fielder's choice on the play. Ballas out at second. And up coming to the plate is number 44, Clay Whitley. As Ballas will just courtesy runner for Rivera there, because Rivera's going to get the catcher's gear loose, get it on. That ball is grounded sharply to second. Stepped on first, tossed on over to first, and that ball's going to go wide. And it looks like Bars is going to corral it, and Whitley's going to remain on first. That ball was grounded sharply to Kovar. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. Whitley will be on first. Samano calling out the signs. And Overholt steps in. Trying to recognize that batting stance anywhere. as he hesitated at it, but it goes over the part of the zone for strike one. Owen won the count, the pitch. That ball's gonna be lifted foul, and Thalman is one strike away from getting to where he wants to, and that's back in the dugout. But this is exactly what was happening last inning. Thalman, first two batters, nice and easy. Ground outs. Got him out. Then a single, a walk, another single, a hit by pitch, and you're rattled. That ball is grounded sharply into left field for a base hit, as Whitley will remain on second. And the Aces continue to apply pressure to the Blue Jays as they have runners on first and second. And up coming to the plate steps in number 21, David Cerda. We got Cerda, Worth, and I believe we're going to have the top of the order. That ball barely misses the batter. And he takes a 1-0 advantage. Runners on first and second. That ball's over the outside part of the plate. Strike one. The 1-1. That ball's hit right at Thalman. He drops it. Gonna toss it over to first. And that will do it for the Aces here in the bottom of the third. A jam chip shot right at Thalman. Was able to knock it down and put out the Aces in the bottom of the third. At the end of three, it's the Aces 4 and the Blue Jays 3. We will be back right after this on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the fourth inning. Brought to you by Under the Hood Productions. For all your business video content creation needs, make sure you check out underthehoodproductions.com. We are back here in the top of the fourth. Keith Otero to lead it off for the Blue Jays as they are trailing by 1 here in Game 2 of the CNMSBL quarterfinal matchup between the Blue Jays and the Aces. As Keith Otero, who had an RBI single his last at-bat, looks to get a rally started for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have had the Aces number over the past few matchups, as that ball is just a bit outside. 1-0 the count. Kevin Johnson was not able to get the Blue Jays to go completely quiet in the top of the third. That ball finds the low part of the zone, and that count evens up at 1-1. Samano found his way to third, but unfortunately they did not have enough juice to get him to score across the plate. Keith Otero takes the ball just a bit outside. 2-1 the count on Otero. Johnson checking on the location of that pitch. As that ball is just a bit low. 3-1 the count. Count runs to 3-1. As Otero calls for time. Steps away from the plate. And, you know, I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I would want to say that he's going to take all the way. Because, you know, you want to make... in these kind of games, you're going to want to make them make plays. And you're going to want Johnson to come to him. So if he comes with a strike, that ball is going to be grounded and going to go foul. And now the count's going to run full 3-2 on Keith Otero, who had an RBI single in the first inning to extend the Blue Jays lead to 2-0. Otero hit 420 with a 560 slugging and 463 OBP. He's one of the good hitters on this Blue Jays team. I know I keep saying it, but this Blue Jays offense is potent. That ball is going to be grounded sharply to the second baseman, scooped on up and tossed on over to first. And that will be the first out of the inning. Keith Otero, the first out of the inning. And up coming to the plate is Mike Byers. Byers was able to draw a walk his last at bat. Just like Otero, one of the premier hitters on this team. High batting average, high slugging. He looks to get a rally started, as the Blue Jays are trailing here by 1 in the top of the 4th. That ball bends back on to catch the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Make sure you stay tuned for the second game of tonight's matchup. We're going to be breaking into a new age division, the 60-year-olds. Yes, you heard that here, folks. We're going to have a playoffs, I believe, semifinal battle between the Cubs and the Nationals. The Nationals trailing 0-1 in the series. Look to stay alive here tonight, as the Cubs are 3-0 currently in their playoff run of that age division. 1-1 the count on Bars. Here's the pitch, as that ball is going to be grounded high chop. Second baseman gloves it, tosses easy on toss on over to first for the second out of the inning. And that is going to be 2 away. It's going to be 2 away here in the top of the 4th, and up to the plate steps Tony Nyes. Tony, on the year, hit 341 with the 415 slugging. That ball's going to bounce inside for ball 1, as Tony Nyes gets himself out of the way. 1-0 the count. 2 away here, top 4. He's looking to start a rally, because on deck is Nesto Trujillo, followed by Lambo. That's a ball on the outside part of the plate. 2-0 the count. Kevin Jenkins seems to be polishing himself here, as that ball bends back inside to run the count to 2-1. Doc Nyes, one of the few times I've gotten to Tony Nyes, I apologize. Doc Nyes has played plenty. That ball's rolled over to the second baseman, who's had a busy inning. Tosses on over to first to retire the side. Well, 3 up, 3 down for Kevin Johnson here in the top of the 4th. And at the end of 3.5, it's the Aces 4 and the Blue Jays 3. Thank you for checking us out right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I am your play-by-play commentator, Stephen Ryan, as the Aces here in the bottom of the fourth have a 4-3 advantage, and up coming to the plate steps Jason Worth. And Thalman, just looking to have a clean inning here, wants to keep this score a 1-run game. First pitch bounces past Samano. Tried to be snagged by the home plate umpire, but no dice, as that was a ball low, and the count runs to 1-0. Worth on the year hit .217. 0 for 1 tonight. That ball is on the outside part of the plate. The count runs 2-0. That ball is ripped foul sharply as the count runs to 2-1. Who won the count? As Thalman throws in the off-speed pitch, holds him inside, 3-1. We appreciate all 11 of you tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Make sure you hit the heart-shaped button in the corner. Sign up for an account. Follow us. Catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 2, and the count runs full. Thalman wants to get off to a good start here. The count runs full on Worth. The pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. Goes down looking. Worth trotted off like that was a ball 4, but to no avail, and he was rung up by the home plate umpire. 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth, and up to the plate steps in number 14 for the Aces, Will Olivo. Olivo, you just let me know. 1 away here. Bottom 4. Aces 4. Blue Jays 3. Blue Jays have a 1-0 series lead. That ball catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Strike 1 on Olivo. Olivo on the year for the for the Aces hit .226. As that ball bends just a bit low and on the inside part of the plate. 1-1 the count. One and one the count. That ball is just a bit low. 2-1 the count. Olivo looking to be the first runner on here and start a rally for the Aces. That ball is lifted into center field. The center fielder gets under it and drops the ball, and Olivo will reach first base safely. Tovar came running in and reached out and could not snag it as the ball hit right off the heel of the glove. And unfortunate errors like that put runners on base. And now the top of the order is up for the Aces. And in his last plate appearance, Quinones was hit by the pitch and drove in a run. 1 on first, 1 away, the pitch. That ball bends on the inside part of the plate, strike 1. Oh, 1 Quinones. Allman tosses back on over to first. Oh, 1. Ball catches the low part of the zone. Quinones looks down in disbelief as that runs the count 0-2. The ball on the outside. Samano toss back on down to first. That's just a bit outside. Running the count to 1-2. As Quinones grounds it back to Thalman. Tosses on over to first. And Kenzer, or Trujillo, holds on to it. Didn't want to risk the throw, but they get the fielder's choice. And that puts out 2 away. And up standing to the plate is the manager, Steve Collazo. Collazo had a single his first at-bat and grounded out sharply in his last at-bat. One of the better hitters for the Aces. Collazo on the year did .429 and had an OPS over 1040. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Not much. Just calling a game here. No, you're good. We got a little brief intermission action here. Not sure what they were discussing, but 2 away, runner on first. Collazo looking to keep the inning alive for the Aces. Thalman does not want to let any more 2-out damage happen. That's what burned him in the bottom of the second. And umps call time again. Collazo steps back in. Thalman comes set. Pitch. The runner takes off. That ball is ripped into right center field, and that's going to split the gap. And the runner taking off from first is going to round third and score and extend the Aces' lead to 5-3. A beautiful hit and run performed by Collazo and Quinones. Split the right center field gap, and Quinones all the way from first extends the lead to 5-3. And up next to the plate for the Aces, number 18, Norman Johnson, who had an extra base hit in his last at bat and a loud single in his first one. Thalman comes set. The pitch. That ball is grounded sharply to third. Simon bobbles it, tosses on over to first, and that will do it here in the bottom of the fourth. But not before a quick hit and run by the Aces gives them a 5-3 lead. And after 4, it's the Aces 5 and the Blue Jays 3, right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Jay Nagel says, "Go Aces" in the Twitch chat. We appreciate you, Jay Nagel, and I appreciate your comment. Appreciate you bringing us these games. Jay Nagel, thank you for tuning into twitch.tv/CNMSBL. It was a great idea by Max Rising to get this cooked up. And we are set to jump into the top of the 5th as the Aces get an additional run here in the bottom of the 4th, extending their lead to 5-3 and keeping their season alive. Nesto Trujillo leads off for the Blue Jays. Nesto Trujillo on the season hit .403 with a .522 slugging, .429 on base percentage. He's a good hitter. Limited action, but he can get the job done. Wow, we are popping up in here, baby. 14 viewers. We appreciate all of you. We are set to go underway here at the top of the 5th. Nesto stepping in. Fans waving high. We appreciate you too. Kevin Jenkins has been able to get through this Blue Jays lineup very easily once he took the lead, and now he's got insurance as that one ball's just low. Trujillo needs to set the tone for the Blue Jays as they trail by 2. Oh, Jay Nagel, you guys are funny. Jay Nagel, make sure you wave high real quick. Second pitch, fouled away. And that's going to run the count to 0-2. I'm going to tune back down to these fans in a moment when Jay Nagel waves. He's watching us live and in person. We appreciate it. Nesto, 1-1 count. Jenkins, the pitch. Filthy curve low, swing and a miss. Count's gonna run to 1-2. Nestor Trujillo, a 1-2 count, looking to keep the inning alive. And no fans of this channel are doofuses, except G Beverly 24. That ball is cracked into right field. That sounded loud. The right fielder over, sliding, and it drops. And wow, that could have been a top 10 play. But Nestor Trujillo is gonna stay at first with a leadoff single. Either way, one on, nobody out. And up to the plate steps Lambo Lamberg. What an excellent hustling play by the right fielder. Sliding grab attempt. And it just popped right out of the glove. Tough play, but great effort. Mark Lambo Lamberg steps in. Runner on first. Jenkins tosses on over to first. Nothing doing. The Blue Jays need to score here. 1-0-0. Jenkins wants to keep it clean. Top 5. Aces 5. Blue Jays 3. Blue Jays with a 1-0 series lead. That ball is high for ball 1. And Lamberg looking to make them work. In this last game, Lambo had a couple base hits, a couple key hits for the Blue Jays. When he squares one up, he can drive it. Swing and a miss. The count's gonna run even at 1 apiece. Lamberg hit .343 on the season, and he caught fire late. That ball's low and in the part of the zone. Strike 2 as the count runs to 1-2. Lambo thinks, checks it. And that count is going to run even to 2-2. Nobody out. An interesting single for Trujillo. Lamberg followed by Kenzer and Kovar in the hole. Then the top of the order for the Blue Jays. You got 9 more outs to play with. That ball is caught on the inside part of the plate. 3-2 the count. Kevin Jenkins not thrilled with that one. Not thrilled with that call. Can only help but smile at that one. It is popping with 18 viewers in here. Come on, somebody hit the like button. This party is getting started. I don't believe I've ever broadcasted for so many people. Full count, and Lambo draws ball 4. It's always funny in baseball how that works. When there's a pitch that just misses, the next one is usually a ball, especially if it's on a critical play such as that one. The Blue Jays have a runner in scoring position, runners on first and second, and we are going to have a meeting at the mound. And I'm not sure if there's going to be a pitcher switch strategy, but the Blue Jays have runners on first and second. As the Braves confer. And up next for the Blue Jays is going to be Steve Kenzer, team doctor. And he's going to have an excellent RBI opportunity at hand here. He can keep the rally going, especially with them trailing by 2. This is where the Blue Jays need to make it a ball game. The offense has been sputtering since the first inning. They scored 2, then they scored 1, and then Kevin Jenkins has seemed to figure out his rhythm. As Kenzer fouls that one behind us, roof. And that's going to run the count to 0-1. Jenkins comes, sets the pitch. That ball bends in and catches the outside part of the plate. And that is going to be strike 2. Kovar on deck, followed by Bosco. Then Escalante. Steve Kenzer comes set. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as he got that curve to bend in late inside the hands of Kenzer. And that is the first out of the inning. Huge first out for the Aces. And Kovar steps up to the plate. That ball is high. Runners on first and second. Bosco grounds it sharply to second. Scoop tossed on over to second, first. And the umpire calls him out. And that is a double play. Beautifully turned double play by the second baseman. 5-6-3 or 4-6-3 for the twin killing. And that will retire the side. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It's the Aces 5 and the Blue Jays 3. Right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. And yes, Jay Nagel, it is the 44+ division. Blue Jays in game 2 of this quarterfinal matchup. Stepping up to the plate is Kevin Jenkins, who was able to get the twin killing last inning and get out of that scathy situation. Jenkins on the year for the Aces hit .375 with a .444 OBP. And that ball must have been low for ball 1. As the Aces look to extend their lead some more. Swing and a miss. And the count's going to run 0-2. He must have went down swinging that first pitch. Solomon wants a clean inning for himself. Looking to regain confidence. That first inning was the first 5 outs. Like, excuse me, thank you, how you doing? As that ball is flared into right field, And that is going to be a leadoff single for Jenkins, who rounds first base a lot and scampers back. Leadoff single for Jenkins. Nobody out. And up to the plate is number 44, Whitley. Actually, I'm sorry, that is number 8. That is number 18, Whitley. I know my aces. I'm sorry, is it Norman Johnson? No, it's number 8. I do not know my aces. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It is number 8, Pete Ballas. You ladies and gentlemen, are going to be growing with me right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. First pitch, Ballas lays out a bunt, and Samano throws it to second, and he's going to be in there safely. Excuse me there, Samano hesitated on tossing it over to second, as that first pitch was a strike on a faint bunt attempt. But what do you know, the runner still gets to second, and the Aces have that illustrious 6th run in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Semi-shift. Ball bounces away, and he is going to jog on down to third. And he holds himself onto the bag nicely. As the slide into third was a rough landing. Looks like he's just maybe got a slight tweak, gotta walk it off. And he's back standing on third. Now, Ballas has an RBI opportunity at hand and can extend this lead some more. Runner on third, nobody out. Thalman comes set. That ball is cracked into left center field, and that is going to split the gap. Barris is rounding first, and he is going to be in there at second for an RBI double, as that ball was absolutely smoked to the left center field wall, and the Aces extend their lead 6-3. And they are looking to force Game 3, which will be later on this week, maybe Sunday. The schedule will be released. And Max Rising is going to the mound to talk to his ace. Thalman has not been the same since after that 5th out was made in the top of the 2nd. The Aces have come to play. Ballas just cracked an absolute RBI double, and it looks like Rising is leaving him in there with Thalman. I mean, I'm not sure what other kind of options he has at this point. Thalman is one of the top pitchers he has, and usually his stuff's dancing. But up to the plate steps in David Rivera. Nobody out. 6-3 lead. And make sure you stay tuned for Game 2, as the Nationals trail the Cubs 1-0. That ball's on the outside part of the plate. 1-0 the count. The Nationals. And we will be also debuting a new division, the 60-year-olds. Getting it on tonight here in Bensenville, Illinois. That ball catches the outside part of the plate. 1-1 the count. That ball bends out just a bit outside. That's going to run the count to 2-1. That ball is going to be lifted into center field for a base hit. And the Aces are sending the runner home. And he will score as Rivera gets an RBI in there. And that's going to give the Aces a 7-3 lead. Not give, it's going to extend their lead to 7-3. And up coming to the plate is number 44, Clay Whitley. Whitley with another RBI opportunity at hand. That ball's going to be low on the outside part of the plate. That ball is grounded sharply to shortstop. Scoop by Jimenez. Strong throw to first. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Beautiful play by Jimenez to keep the runner at second. And that will be the first out of the inning. And up coming to the plate for the Aces is number 6, Rich Ahrens. I could be blowing that brutally. I apologize. But here's the first pitch from Thalman. Swing and a miss, check swing for strike one. He wanted to yank it as far as he could, but to no avail. Thalman comes set. That ball catches the outside part of the zone and runs the count to 0-2. Rich down 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Thalman gets Ahrens to retire via strikeout. Now 2 away. And up coming to the plate is number 21, David Cerda. That ball catches the outside part of the zone. 0-1 the count. Thalman retired 2 straight here after that beautiful play at shortstop by George Jimenez. As that head fake gets him diving back into second. The 0-1 pitch. Ball bounces low. Amano tosses back to second. Amano's got a rifle back there. Ball just a bit outside. We got 20 viewers here in this stream tonight. We appreciate all of you tuning in. That ball hooks on the inside part of the plate. Korean won the count. That ball works its way low. For ball 4, and he reaches first base. 2 away, runners on first and second, and up to the plate is number 28, Jason Worth. Worth looking to extend this lead. 7-3, aces have the advantage. Check swing, strike one. That ball is ripped foul. And that runs the count to 0-2. The spot usually that Thalman can get to. But unfortunately, he's had a difficult time putting guys away this evening, as the aces have bounced back for a touchdown and the extra point here in the last few innings, slowly but surely extending their lead. As that ball is going to be flared into right center field for a base hit, rounding third and heading home. He will score, as that is an RBI single, and the aces lead 8-3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Big facts, Brett. Big facts. As upcoming to the plate for the aces, number 14, Will Olivo, who grounded out his last at bat. Oh, I'm sorry. He reached base safely on a pop fly, or that was Néstor Trujillo. I'm getting my guys mixed up. Ball one. Low on Olivo. Swing and a miss. The count runs even at one apiece. Was pleasured to have a drop-in guest during commercial break. Dave Kaplan came to visit me. It was an honor to meet him. And yes, folks, I'm calling his game next right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Dave Kaplan, co-host of Jap and K, as that ball is grounded sharply, deflected by Thalman, grabbed by the second baseman, tossed on over to first, and that will end the inning. But not after the aces extend their lead by 3 more. And at the end of 5, it's the aces 8 and the Blue Jays 3. Coming back here in the top of the 6th right now on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Right here in Bensonville, Illinois. It is the aces 8 and the Blue Jays 3. As the top of the order for the Blue Jays comes set, Joey Bosco, followed by Escalante, then Samano. Jenkins looking to keep his streak going. He had a clean inning last at bat. Ooh, that one hurt. Joey Bosco steps in. Kevin Jenkins gets ready. And he comes set. The pitch. Ball low. What the Blue Jays need right now is base runners. Nothing more, nothing less. Trailing 8-3. They do have the 1-0 advantage in this best-of-3 quarterfinals matchup. The winner will face the league-leading Woodpeckers. That ball is on the inside part of the plate. 2-0 on Bosco. On the Bosco. Ball catches the outside part of the plate. Strike one. 2-1 the count. Bosco. Ball outside. Patience by Bosco here, looking to get on base. Last inning was cut short by the double play by the Aces. That ball is lifted into shallow right field. Second baseman followed back, and he drops it as he was twisting and turning out there. Couldn't get under it. And for the folks listening at home, base hit for Bosco. As Escalante steps up to the plate, batting second in this Blue Jays lineup, looking to keep the train moving. Samano on deck, followed by Simon, the big hitters. As Norm goes to check out with, or at Norm. Is that Norm? Nope, it's David Rivera goes out to check on Jenkins and see what he's up to. First pitch comes in. Goes a little bit low. 1-0 the count. Let's toss that over to first. That ball hooks on the outside part of the plate to even up the 1-1. Ah, Rhett, you think I need to get a few catchphrases? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna listen to this live as me and this viewer, G Beverly 24, want to suggest some catchphrases. That ball is ripped into right center field, gonna fall for a base hit. Bosco is gonna stay at second, and just like before, the Blue Jays are in business. Runners on first and second, nobody out, and up to the plate steps Oscar Samano. Samano 2 for 2 so far. Now has an excellent RBI opportunity at hand, trailing by 5 here in the top of the 6th. That ball is grounded sharply. Foul. Nothing you can do there. Samano was on that one. Hey, Samano. If you're looking at great hitters, Samano is one of them. Samano hit 343 this year, but he was cruising near the 600s for the better half of 3/4 of the season. Unfortunately, some unfortunate events were occurring, and he has been slightly struggling, but not tonight. 2 for 2. That ball's gonna be lifted up and gonna go foul, as that's gonna hit the side above us. I feel like I hear the ball rolling, but nothing doing. 0-2 the count on Samano, who's looking to drive in a run or at least get on base. Trailing by 5 here, top 6, game 2. Samano cracks that, and that's gonna go foul. It's a tad bit late on it. For those of you recently followed, we appreciate you. Ed Gunther, appreciate you checking in, giving us the heart-shaped follow. There was one catchphrase from the movie 42 I wanted to use. If it was raining, that ball was fouled away. It was one of the greatest lines I've ever heard. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than some 1950s play-by-play baseball action. They say some of the darnest things. Samano keeps battling 0-2. Jenkins comes set the pitch. That ball is scooped cleanly by Rivera. And that's going to run the count to 1-2. Samano battling back here. Nobody out. Top 6. That ball is going to go wide to the backstop. That's going to even up the count. And the runners are going to advance. So now 2-2 the count. Samano has runners on second and third. Yeah, I believe this guy was not using that one. But I understand what you're going for. Samano, 2-2 count. Runners on second and third. My guess here is Jenkins wants to work him low and away. See if he can get him fishing. Samano, a good low ball hitter. But in general, he's just a good hitter. So you got to be careful regardless with this one. Lefty-righty matchup. That ball bends in but high. And that's going to run the count to 3-2. 8-3 here, top 6. Runners on second and third. Full count on Oscar Samano, the number 3 hitter for the Blue Jays. Kevin Jenkins comes set. The pitch, as that ball's going to be working low and away, and the bases are loaded for the Blue Jays as Eric Simon steps up to the plate. George Jimenez on deck and Keith Otero in the hole. Kevin Jenkins is down to one knee. As it looks like we're gonna get a new pitcher here as the bases are loaded. Jenkins trying to negotiate his way out of this one. He's pitched himself really well. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I do not recommend that. But as we look here on the mound, Kevin Jenkins is trying to negotiate with his manager here. He wants to stay on for Eric Simon. Collazo, look at him like he's crazy, walks away and lets Jenkins to face Simon. Jenkins has been flirting with danger all night. Simon steps up to the plate with an excellent opportunity here to cut into that lead. Nobody out. Bases full of Blue Jays. The pitch. That ball is bouncing low. He doesn't know where it is. And no one is advancing. He couldn't get a read on it. They didn't want to advance it. Good patience. Good patience. Now, Rhett, speaking of a great way to stay in shape, going after pass balls. You know what I'm saying? Simon has the 1-0 advantage here. Swing and a miss. Simon wanted to break the score on that one. He wanted to drive in a couple there. Simon has a 1-1 count. That ball catches the outside part of the plate. And Jenkins is just looking to get an out here. Preferably a K. But he'll also take a nice sharp ground ball. He'll trade 2 for 1. As that ball misses just low. Jenkins getting a little emotional out there. Kind of reminding me of the Carlos Zambrano. Except just not as animated. Eric Simon comes set. The ball's going to bounce low. And now the count runs full. I would say the runners would be going, but there's nobody out. And you don't want to risk. Do not want to risk getting thrown out of the plate on a double steal attempt. 3-2 pitch. That ball is fouled sharply away by Simon, and he stays alive. The Blue Jays are battling, putting together good at-bats, but now can they break through? Can they chop into this lead? They want to get it within striking distance before the 7th. That ball is ripped sharply into center field, and that's going to be dropped by the center fielder. And they're only going to be able to advance station to station as the Blue Jays now only trail by 4. It's 8-4. Simon cracked that one into center field, and it was too hot for the center fielder to handle. And that scored a run, and now the Blue Jays only trail by 4 with George Jimenez up to the plate. The center fielder tracked that one well. That ball stuck into the heel of his glove, but bounced out. Unfortunate advances. Collazo has seen enough. Jenkins was able to negotiate his way out of the first one, but not anymore, as the bases are now loaded. There is still nobody out, and the Blue Jays have the bases loaded. Like I said, excellent RBI opportunity at hand, and it looks like they're giving the ball to number 14, Will Olivo, who was just recently thrown into the game, looking to get warm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as Olivo gets warm, we are going to jump into a brief screen intermission. We appreciate you tuning into twitch.tv/CNMSBL. We will be back right after this. Yes, Red, I know it's not a lie. I know it is a lie. Unfortunately, I do not have a sign. But the new pitcher, Will Olivo, is on the bump, and he is warm as George Jimenez steps to the plate. Antiques 10, we appreciate you tuning in. I hope your evening's going well. We appreciate you tuning into twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Can I allow as a moderator yet? Yes, I can. G Beverly 24, you are the first moderator of twitch.tv/CNMSBL. And that's the first pitch of the at-bat is on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Take your responsibility seriously. We appreciate all the hard work you do, buddy. 22 of you jumping in here today. We appreciate it. George Jimenez goes swinging. Strike 2, and Olivo has the 0-2 advantage. Yes, no problem, Rhett. I realized I'm going to need some chat help these days, and you're the first man hired. An active member of the Twitch community. Make sure you go check out his page. That ball is outside. The count's going to run to 1-2. I believe he is currently live as well. What are you playing tonight, Rhett? What's on the old agenda? 8-4 Aces lead. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Top 6. Where else would you rather be? Olivo winds up in the pitch. That ball is grounded sharply to the shortstop. Shortstop tosses on over to second. Drops it in the transition. That's only going to be 1 out. Let the Blue Jays scratch across another run. And that's gonna be An 8-5 advantage for the Aces as Keith Otero steps up to the plate. Otero had an RBI single in the first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch some Fall Guys action, make sure you head on over to G Beverly 24's channel. Otero, check swung, but went indeed. Gonna be an 0-1 count. One away, runners on first and third. I know I'm a fool. A fool's world. Olivo upset. Pitch. That ball's grounded. Foul on the hit and run attempt. And Otero is going to go down 0-2. Eight-5 Aces here in the top of the sixth inning. It is good. It has been a decent game so far. The Aces have been trying to pull away. And now the Blue Jays are set to battle back. Olivo has relieved Jenkins of his duty. Ballman still going on the mound. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Otero goes down swinging. Clearly frustrated. Now Mike Barr steps up to the plate with an excellent RBI opportunity. You can at least only be trailing by 2 with the base knock. We got 24 of y'all topped up in here on a beautiful Wednesday evening in Bensenville, Illinois. We appreciate you tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. That first pitch was low for ball 1. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the heart-shaped button. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 11 followers away from the illustrious 50. And it's all been thanks to you. That ball is lifted high and on the infield. The third baseman backs up, squeezes the leather on it, and that will do it for the Blue Jays here in the top of the sixth. But not before they scratch across a couple more. And to the bottom of the sixth we go. It's the Aces 8 and the Blue Jays 5. Right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. Kovar on the bump for the Jays, as that ball is lifted foul. Yes, sir, right. You know me. We're adjusting on the fly here, slowly developing the channel. That was a loud strike 1. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, 31 viewers are up in here. We appreciate it. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Gonna run the count to 1-1. I appreciate all of you tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. That ball is going to be jammed. Kovar, clean scoop. Clean toss to first. Bars dances over the bag, catches it, and that will be the first out of the inning. 1 away for Kovar, and it stepping in is the manager, Steve Collazo. Collazo has done a great job this game so far. That ball nibbles on the inside part of the plate, but is only a ball. That ball is fouled away sharply. And the count's going to be running even 1-1. 1 away. As that ball dances inside. 2-1 the count. That ball is grounded sharply, but foul. And that will even up the count to 2-2. Kovar in relief for Thalman. Thalman can only go 5 innings. Gave up 8 runs. 8-5 Aces here in the bottom of the 6th. The Aces are 3 outs away from tying this game. Swing and a miss on Collazo as Kovar gets him swinging. And that will be the 2nd out of the inning. Kovar coming in to do his job. 2 up, 2 down. Looking to slam the door on these Aces and give his Blue Jays one last at bat to tie the game. And up to the plate steps Norm Johnson, who's had a hell of a game. That ball curves in there. Hey, strike one. Strike one. Beautiful pitch from Kovar. Ground ball sharply. Kenzer bobbles it. Can't handle it. And Johnson's going to reach first base safely on the play. Brian, unfortunate there. Got the ground ball he wanted. Unfortunately, Nestor Trujillo had to range over. Mrs. Kovar, mama's watching. Appreciate the kind messages as Kevin Jenkins steps into the plate. Runner on first, 2 away. Let's see what Kovar can do here. That ball is going to be ripped sharply into left center field. The center fielder's going to collect it. And there will be 2 runners on. And beautiful piece of hitting by Norm Johnson. Palazzo's going to come out and pinch run. And Bayless coming onto the scene. Samano directing his defense, trying to get him set up. The Blue Jays just need an out, and they'll get away unscathed here. Kovar comes set the pitch. Strike on the inside part of the plate. That ball's going to be lifted into left field, and it's going to drop fair for a base hit. Rounding third and scoring for the Aces is Johnson, and they extend their lead to 9-3. Beautiful piece of hitting. Puts runners on second and third and extends the Aces lead to 4 runs. Runners on second and third, 2 away. Fortunately, the only person getting to that ball was the grass, as Rivera steps up to the plate, catching a beautiful game from both pitchers of the Aces. That ball finds the low part of the zone for strike 1. Kovar comes set the pitch. That ball is ripped sharply into left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That is going to score 1 as Eric Simon gets interfered with slightly. But nothing happening there. And the Aces extend their lead to 10-5. On the RBI single by Rivera. And the Aces have blown this one open. The battle for the cellar is on in the Pacific Coast Conference Division. 44 age bracket. The Aces aren't going home without a fight. Stepping up to the plate is number 44, Clay Whitley. Clay Whitley. That is the story of the night, ladies and gentlemen, for the Blue Jays. They get the first 2 out, but unfortunately the 2-out damage has been severe as that ball is cracked foul by Whitley. And that count runs to 1-0-1 Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned to shortly after, probably 10 to 15 minutes after this game concludes, I will be doing the play-by-play broadcast for the Cubs and National Series, as that is a big swing and a miss. Strike 2 by Whitley. The Cubs have a 1-0 series lead on the Nationals, who are the favorite in the series. They had the second best record in the 60-year-old division. But don't worry, we'll have more information coming your way shortly. That ball runs low and the count runs to 1-2. Kovar just wants to be done here. Kovar comes set. That ball is cracked and jammed foul. Squeaks on over the net. And we will do it again. Bussin' here, baby. Bussin'. That ball is going to be ripped into left field for a base hit. That's going to drive in another one as Whitley fights that one off into left field. And the Aces have taken a stranglehold on this one and an 11-5 advantage. Most damage has been done with 2 outs in today's game. It is quite a scary statistic. That first pitch is low. Ball 1. Shimano comes back down. Oh, he gets there. That ball is grounded sharply. Simon scoops it, steps on the bag. Beautiful play on the tough hop by Simon to step on third for the force out. But not before the Aces snag 3 more runs to extend their lead to 6. And after 6 full innings, to the top of the 7th we go. It's the Aces 11 and the Blue Jays 5. Right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. We will be back right after this. Gentlemen, welcome back to the top of the 7th. It is the Aces 11 and the Blue Jays 5. Tony Nyes is going to step in. We got Jay Nagel in the chat saying hold him and head home. A full Aces supporter. He's looking forward to Game 3, which will be at some point in the near future. Jay Standy Pog. Unfortunately, I'm not too hip with that terminology. Well, we appreciate you, Jay Standy, for tuning in. First pitch is on the inside part of the plate, ball 1. Bottom line, if you're just tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL, it has been a dominant performance from the Aces, who have a commanding 11-5 lead on a combination platter by Will Olivo and Kevin Jenkins, as that ball is pitched in there for strike 1. I don't know what you mean by that, Rhett. That ball is in there for strike 1. Yeah, I do not know what Pog means, Rhett. I mean, I just do not dive into that. As that is thrown in there for strike 3. And there is one away here in the top of the 7th. The Aces are 2 outs away from tying this series up and forcing Game 3 as Nestor Trujillo steps up to the plate. The Blue Jays will have home field advantage in Game 3. Game 3 will probably be at Oakton. That ball's on the outside part of the plate, strike 1 to Nestor Trujillo. Steven is the MVP. I appreciate it, ladies. Well, not ladies. I appreciate it, gentlemen. I'm sure there's ladies in the chat. There's a huge swing and a miss. Strike 2. And it is just not looking good for the Blue Jays here in the top of the 7th. They're gonna look to recoup and head back to Oakton with an advantage. That ball is ripped sharply into left field or a base hit as Nesto starts the rally for the Blue Jays. Jay Trotter, speaking of at ESPN, Dave Kaplan dropped by the booth earlier. Hooking it up. We're going to have a convo at some point here about the industry. I'm excited. Mark Lamberg steps into the plate, looking to just pass the baton. The Blue Jays need 6 to force extras. 1 away. Kenzer on deck, followed by Kovar. Lamberg, the first pitch. Takes one over the head. Ball 1. That ball was grounded sharply by Ernesto Trujillo, as he's had a tough time handling the second base. Mark Lamberg looking to just get into one here. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Lambo. He's looking to inject a jolt of energy into this Blue Jays offense as they look to round into form for the top part of the order, trailing by 6. The 1-1. That ball is way outside. And that ball is going to run to 2-1. Lambo on the year, a more consistent hitter in the low 300s. But when he gets a hold of one, they are trouble. Lamberg grounds that sharply. Clean scoop by the third baseman. Tossed on the second, stepped on the first, and that's all they're going to get. The fielder's choice out at second. And now the Blue Jays are down to their last out, and it's up to Steve Kenzer to keep it alive for the Blue Jays. The Aces are 1 out away from forcing Game 3, which will probably be either Saturday or Sunday. Maybe, just maybe, next Tuesday. And hopefully we will be able to bring that to you right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. The first pitch by Olivo is a ball clean. What a scoop by the catcher. 1-0 the count. Yep, Brett, the Aces just 1 outs at this point. Specifically 1 more. Kenzer rolls it over. Second base shortstop comes charging. Tosses on over to first. And that will do it here in Game 2 of the CNMSBL quarterfinals. We appreciate you tuning in to twitch.tv/CNMSBL. I am your host, Stephen Ryan. Make sure you stay tuned for the second game of tonight's matchups, which is the Cubs versus the Nationals in their Game 2 of their playoff series. We will be back with you shortly right here on twitch.tv/CNMSBL. But as for now, have a good night. The Aces tie the series up with an 11-5 win in Game 2. The game will be posted on the YouTube channel within the next 24 to 48